Is it possible to hack into the minds of consumers and influence their decisions? Well, neuromarketing says so. So what is neuromarketing? Neuromarketing is the field of marketing which uses medical technologies such as functional magnetic resonance imaging, the fMRI, to study brain's responses to marketing stimuli, and that could be like a message or an ad. Researchers use the fMRI to measure changes in activities in parts of the brain and to learn why consumers make the decisions they do and what part of the brain is telling them to do it. A popular example of this is a study done by neuroscientists from the University of California. They scanned brains of people watching Super Bowl ads in 2007. They used fMRI to measure neural activities in parts of the brain that triggers language, emotions, and everything else. And some triggered positive responses, but many of the ads actually provoked fear and anxiety, with Doritos being the only exception. In another example, PayPal found commercials focusing on speed and convenience triggered a significantly higher response than those advertising that are focused on safety and security. They later designed a whole new campaign on just these findings. So now that we know what neuromarketing is, here are a few examples of how brands actually use it. So the first example is the usage of sound and color to sell more products. Neuroscientists have known for years that sound and color have a significant impact on the human brain. It appears that sight and sound are strongly intertwined. So music with a powerful bass makes people subconsciously attend to dark objects, whereas music with high frequencies shift attentions to light-colored objects. For example, researchers collaborated with supermarket brands to see if the amount of bananas they sold could actually be influenced by manipulating the colors of the shelves or audio frequencies or the sound in the store. The color lightness was manipulated by creating both white and black shelves to stock the bananas on. The audio was manipulated by mixing the same supermarket music with either prominent high or low pitch frequencies. Guess what the results were? It turned out that people buy almost twice as many bananas from the light shelf than the dark shelf when surrounded by high pitch music as opposed to low pitch one. Another example is the direction of the model's face. The direction of a face in a photo causes customers' eye to point to the intended section. A study conducted by neuroscience marketing put a photo of a baby with the face looking at the viewers. The result shows that the viewers were looking back at the baby. When they put the second photo with the face looking towards the ad copy, the viewers started looking at the ad copy. With the help of eye tracking technology, heat maps, the study located the areas that attract the maximum attention of viewers and helped marketers optimize placement for ad copy based on the direction of the model's gaze. For example, if I look there, neuromarketing also tells us that smiles sell. Many marketers rely on stock photography in order to personalize their website. This could be a quick way to show personality, humanize the brand, but what should be considered when selecting the best option? Well, study shows that mood-boosting images can affect customers' willingness to spend. Another important application of neuromarketing is package design. Brands such as Campbell Soup, Gerber, and Frito-Lay have used neuromarketing to redesign their packages. They expose consumers' products' packaging piece by piece and recorded their reaction as positive, neutral, or negative, and followed up with an in-depth interview to analyze specific points that eventually resulted in changes to elements such as color, text, or imagery. The food company Frito-Lay, for instance, discovered matte bags with pictures of potatoes did not trigger a negative response, whereas shiny bags with pictures of chips on them did. Within a month, they scrapped the shiny bags. Next, we have the impact of fonts. The book Brain Influence by Roger Dooley, which is a great book on the subject, by the way, describes experiments marketers conducted regarding fonts. Experiments conducted at the University of Michigan shows that consumer truly can be affected by simple versus complex fonts. If you need to convince a customer or client to perform some sort of task, you should describe that task in simple, easy-to-read font. This, of course, goes without saying for all websites, forums, instructions, on bills, and so on and so forth. It needs to be easy to read and simple. The harder something to do or understand, the more friction it creates, the less likely people will take action. But in the contrary, complex fonts aren't always bad. While simple, easy-to-read fonts are ideal for consumers to take actions, memory recall is significantly boosted with complex fonts. So complex fonts are great for memory, but this doesn't mean that you should use complex fonts for things like your logo, phone number, or tagline. Use this tactic for important information only on your site. A complex font will not only be more memorable, but also grab more attention. Now we know what neuromarketing is and how brands typically apply the learnings of neuromarketing to improve their campaigns, messaging, and positioning. You really don't need to be a practitioner of neuroscience or neuromarketing to use that and leverage these learnings in your day-to-day campaigns. There are a lot of studies in neuromarketing out there that you can take advantage of to improve your marketing performance. If you're interested and want to geek out more on the topic, Coursera has a class in neuroscience and neuromarketing, and we'll link to it in the description below. Thank you and see you soon.